Hi guys, my name is Pankaj and I welcome you all to MyDubai YouTube channel. Today's video we're going to talk about road marking sign. This is the video 4 on road and traffic sign series, and if you haven't watched part 1, 2 and 3, please do watch. The link is given in the description. If you have any question or query, you can message me on my Instagram profile at Mr. Fine. So let's start the video. One of the most common marking you will find on UAE roads is a single solid line, which could be yellow or white in color. So the yellow line is used to divide the traffic between two lines, and it means the traffic is from both the sides and you are not supposed to cross the line or overtake if you say the line is solid. So what if there is a double solid line on the road? The double solid lines means the same, that you're not supposed to overtake or cross the lines. In some of the two-way traffic you will find the white solid line as well, which means the same, so you need to be more careful and observant to the road mark. So let's go for the next marking. What if one line is solid and another one is dotted on the road? What does it really means? And you need to be clear what does it really means, because you will definitely get 1 to 2 questions from road marking. So the lines means if your car or if the dotted line is facing toward you, it means you can overtake on that road. But if you are facing a solid line, it means you cannot overtake on that area. So let's understand this from this picture. In scenario number 1, the car cannot overtake because it's faced by the solid line. So ideally the car from the both side cannot overtake, whereas if you see in scenario number 2, car A can not overtake again because it's faced by a solid line. But if you have a car from the opposite direction which is faced by the dotted line, that probably can overtake. In scenario number 3, car A can overtake because it's faced by a dotted line. So the question how it comes in the exam is that out of this picture, which car can actually overtake? So the right option is picture number 3, because the car A is faced by a dotted line. That means the car A can overtake in this scenario. So let's go for the next marking, which is a broken yellow lines in the middle of the road. This means that it's a two-way road and you can actually overtake, and it's used to divide the traffic. But one thing which you need to keep in your mind, that in some area of UAE, two-way roads will have a white broken lines also. So in this case you need to treat them as a yellow lines and you need to be careful. Usually the white lines are used in the one-way traffic lines. The next marking is broken white line in the middle of the road. As you know now, the yellow line is usually on a two-way traffic and white lines are on one-way traffic. So the broken white lines are used to separate two or more lanes traffic traveling in the same direction. You will also notice longer white lines or a solid white line on the road near to the junction or near to the signal, which means you're not supposed to overtake in that particular area. You will find usually the solid white line near the pedestrian crossing or signal, so which means that you're not supposed to overtake in that particular area. And if you're enjoying the video, please do like and comment in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the similar video. The next sign is stop line. It's a yellow white solid line marked vertically on the road, which means you have to stop. It's a stop line, so it's usually you will find along with the stop sign. And if you see this line, no matter what, you have to stop on that line. Even if there is no traffic coming from the opposite direction, you still need to stop on the stop line, check for the hazard and then proceed. So the next important marking which you will find on UAE road is a gateway marking or a gateway line. This is a dotted white line marked on roads vertically, and it means you need to give way. It doesn't mean necessarily that you have to stop, but if you see there is a car from the opposite direction, you need to give way to the car because the vehicle from the opposite direction has a priority over you. But if you notice the way is clear, in that case you don't have to actually stop. You can just do a shoulder check and move on. But if you see a car coming, then you have to stop, give way and then proceed. Usually you will find this marking on the junction or when you are merging from the side road to the main road, or if you're taking a left or right, a left turn. So let's go for the next sign, which is a pedestrian crossing. You will find these signs or this marking on a pedestrian crossing, and it's usually along with the give way sign for the pedestrian. So pedestrian crossing are marked with a white line across the road to make it clearly visible to pedestrian and driver. You must give way to the pedestrian crossing at a pedestrian crossing. And the next one is box junction. Usually you will find this kind of marking on a junction or a large signal, which means these yellow lines means that if the traffic is heavy, you should not block the junction and you need to only enter this junction if it is clear, and if there is a queue you still need to wait even if the signal is clear. So do not queue on the intersection. That's what this yellow box means. The next marking is rumble strips. These are basically the raised yellow color strips which you will find near the junction or near any hazards. So these strips are used for warning driver that they are approaching a hazard such as roundabout or pedestrian crossing. The driver can see the rumble strip, hear a rumble sound, and feel a vibration when they are driving. So these rumble strips are different to the speed hump, which is basically on the pedestrian crossing. So let's talk about some of the important rules. When turning left or right at any intersection, you must give way to any pedestrian crossing the road you are turning into. This is by the UAE federal law. Usually we should give way to the pedestrian whenever possible, even if there is no pedestrian crossing. Driver must always give way to pedestrian who are crossing the road you are turning into. This is in the UAE federal law. Now these are the very important rules, and it will help you to pass the road assessment as well as the theory test. When the movement of traffic is not controlled by the sign or a police officer, you must give way to the vehicle coming from the left if the road are of equal classification. For example, if it's a two-way lane from both sides, always the vehicle who is coming from the left has priorities. So that goes to the roundabout also. The vehicle coming from a main road to the minor road always have a priority. For example, if you are turning from the main road to the right, even if there is no signs, you have a priority over the vehicle who is in the minor road. Now if one vehicle is turning left or right whereas another vehicle is going straight, then the vehicle who is going straight has a priority over the vehicle who is turning left or right. And if you understand these basic rules, it will help you to pass not only the theory test but even the final road test as well. If you see here, now car C has a priority over car A because C is going straight even though if there is no marking. So traffic lane arrow is the next road marking, one of the most common here. You need to see the left line is only for the left turn. If the arrow is from the both sides, it means the car can either go straight or to the left, and you need to see from which line you can enter to the which line. If it's a three-way road, from where you can go to which line. Check the traffic on your left as you enter the roundabout and give way if the traffic is approaching. So as I mentioned before, the vehicle on the left always has a priority. In this case, this is one of the questions which comes in the theory exam. Thank you for watching for today's video. If you liked it, please like, and if you have any suggestion, please do write in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for the similar video in the future. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.